It is a beautiful morning and we are leaving Pampelonne Beach, and we can see the Poquerolles in the distance. Looks like Nicole is getting a nice little nappy. We're just passing Cap Benet, that's right here, and if we point the camera to the west, we're looking at higher, but then up here we see the Poquerolles. So that's the island that we're headed to. That's sort of the main island, and then there's a second and a third island here, and there's this little protrusion here has a little anchorage in between this small island and this bigger one. It's all gotten very active and crowded. The wind's actually piped up, but it's of course on our nose. First time seeing dolphins off the side of the boat.
Oh, they're here! They're here! I think they're coming towards the boat.
I hope.
Oh! Oh, there they are!
We had an absolutely wonderful time in Poquerolles. The anchorage there is wonderful as long as it's, you know, obviously protected. We didn't have any bad mistral winds or anything like that. Wonderful little vineyard that we toured today, and now we're just gently, ever so gently, sailing to this Plage de Estagnol. The weather's supposed to stay clear and calm, no mistrals until Monday. We are all set. We're not going to Marseille. We are going to back to Cogolin, and Monaco Marine is going to keep us on the hard for. So this is Plage de Estagnol. It's a beautiful little beach area, and we found well, we're on the outside, obviously. I didn't dare try and penetrate this minefield of powerboats and paddleboarders. I tucked in right next to this Beneteau First 44. So we got ourselves a beautiful beam reach with 11 knots of true wind, and we are headed away from this little bay of Estagnol, which was beautiful. It's a small bay, it's shallow when you get inward, but if you and it's not a great place to sleep at night. We rocked and rolled all night with some you know, just the swell hitting the back of the boat, and then the swimming was just amazing. The swimming was absolutely perfect. Big beach, lots of sand, and very, very crowded. The food at the little restaurant de l'Estagnol was it was just okay. I mean, they served a prime rib that was wood fired, but it was shoe leather tough, man. It was tough. We didn't even bring the rest home. So anyhow, we've got full main, full Genoa beam reach. We're doing about 6.5 to 7 knots. The wind right now is just sort of taking us towards the those Poquerolles Islands. So I'm gonna have to do a little downwind run, which will certainly slow us down quite a bit, but I'm gonna enjoy this as long as we can. We are headed that way, but to get there we're going to go this way, and then we're going to jibe that way and just try and prolong this afternoon a little bit out here. It's a beautiful day. We've got mistral winds that are starting to fill in behind us, but we're not in the brunt of the full mistral, and those winds again blow down from the Alps and then blow across the Mediterranean from north to south, generally generally in more of a, you know, from the northwest direction, and then just sort of spill across the Mediterranean. And that's kind of what we've been dealing with. And we're on the, we're sort of on that far eastern edge of that. And that's supposed to come tonight into tomorrow. So this is just the beginning. So it's a cooler wind. It's much more pleasant, and you know, we're going to enjoy it all afternoon because why not? So what I'm doing now is I'm just rigging my preventer. This is the Dyneema line that's hanging from the boom. So the other end of this is at the very end of the boom on a firm spot, and this is the line that is running. It's a sort of a nylon Dyneema combo that runs along the deck up to the bow, and then all the way around. And I'll secure it on the winch that's not being used. And again, with this 44 design with the swept back spreaders, I mean, I'm not quite on the spreaders yet, but it's getting there. And I mean, the boom isn't even outboard of the side of the boat. So you don't need your preventer line to go outside these lines. You can see my preventer line is going inside everything. And this is where it attaches. So I'm just preventing the accidental jibe from the, you know, from the rolling of the seas. And I've tried just about every permutation with this preventer line, because you know, at the Maryland School of Sailing and Seamanship, where I did all my ASA work, Tom Tersey was very adamant about the preventer, and I'm a believer in it. And also John Kretschmer was an avid believer in the preventer and used it every trip. So I want a preventer, and I've certainly heard stories of problems when people don't use a preventer. So this is, honestly, this is the only way that I've found to make it work on this particular boat. Okay, we're going to do our jibe. Let's see how this goes. So I'm going to loosen the preventer, tighten the sheet, move the traveler to the center. Then I'm going to jibe. Then I'm going to reverse that process. And in the middle of that, I'm going to have to tie the preventer onto the boom. I'll have to strip the preventer on the side. We'll see how that all works. Let's give it a shot. There's the preventer. So it keeps tightened. Traveler over. So traveler is centered. Okay. So now the boom is controlled. So now we jibe. So I'll do that on autopilot. And then I'm just going to get ready to jibe the headset. Okay, so we jibe the head sail. And now we reverse the process. TSP, which would be traveler. The traveler's already over, so we're good there. And then squeeze the sheet. And then the last thing we do is we're going to secure that preventer. So this is the line right here that secures the preventer. And look, I'm doing this from the cockpit. And then this side here is going to go on the boom. So get rid of my figure 8 here. that's ready. So now I can secure this line from the other side on the other winch that isn't being used. There you go. I don't know how long that took, but it wasn't super long, but we just jibed safely and switched our preventer line. That was only like my second or third time doing that in this boat. So that's pretty cool. So this is where we came from, right here, and we're just working our way up this channel with a series of jibes. But now this one will be a nice long run down near Cap Negri, and then we'll jibe again, and then I think we're going to stop over here at right here. It's called Cavalier-sur-Mer. I think we've got a couple more jibes to go, and then we should be at our destination. It's still going to be a few hours though. So somehow, as we were doing our jibes back and forth and having a great sail, Nicole said, "Hey, you passed Cavalier-sur-Mer," and sure enough, we did. We're touching sevens right now with it looks like 10 knots of true wind, 11 knots of true wind, and you can see the sea state here. It's just a little bit of a you know, half meter, you know, crossing sea, but look at how well the boat is tracking. I mean, it's just tracking so nicely through here. This is just heaven. And you know, truthfully, you know, Nicole is handling it real well. She's got that I'm sort of okay with this look on her face. As it turns out, we didn't get into Cavalier-sur-Mer. They had no spots for us, no moorings. So we are off to a secret anchorage. So this is a beautiful anchorage just north of the Cape. So this is the Cape right here. And if you swing around here and if the weather conditions are good, you'll be treated to some turquoise water and fish around your boat. It's a very pretty morning here. So this is going to be, I think it's going to be our last swim. So we're getting all soapy.
Yes.
Here we go. I don't want to go back. Okay, good. Now get her nice and clean. Good. Oh, there we go. Yeah, rinse. What? Oh, I'm sorry. We made it back into Kogland Marina. No trouble with the mooring. It's a little bit windy, but the wind was really right at our back, so we really slipped right into the space. This is actually a very, very nice marina, and it's massive. It holds like 1,400 boats.
They also have locations in Ohio.
Doesn't look too bad in here. These are all bags for my lines, extra lines, preventer bags, that sort of thing. It's actually pretty clean in here. So these are just a little bit damp, so I'm gonna let these dry this evening. So big job done. I got the motor off, I got the dinghy cleaned. Nicole and I managed to get the dinghy in between here, attached to the spinnaker halyard, and it was actually easier than I thought it was going to be to get this dinghy up on the deck.
Polishing the stainless steel.
Wow, that's why it's so clean. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is the way to do it. So what she's doing is she's using stainless steel, you know, sort of like a stainless steel cleaner. Let's see that. we got that from Hallberg Rassy yard, and then a recommendation from Glenn Sansom of Cloudy Bay. We're hitting all the sort of these rusty little bits, screws, things like that that can cause you mischief in the future with a little bit of Lanacoat. And she is detail oriented, so you'll notice she doesn't miss anything here. She gets it all done.
Yes.
All right, dinghy is clean and secure, and just wanted to show you how well this ultralight dinghy fits on here. Again, here's the fitting place just behind that Dorade vent. We have walking room, plenty of walking room actually, and then what's nice is you've actually got room in front of the mast and all around the mast. We're part the way of getting the head sail down. Nicole is controlling the halyard. Fortunately, there's not a lot of wind. Oh, that's right, there's battens in here. Oh, I forgot about the battens. Can you pull it up? Oh, we're finally at the head. Here's the coupling. And this, fortunately, that didn't come undone. And just in time as the wind is starting to pick up. This thing is tight. So this is the electric furl exp. You can see right here, it's bent right in here, bent. That was this happened in Brittany. I'm surprised that it bent, but it did. Oh well. Now for the easy part, folding this up. That wasn't too bad. Thanks. Let's see if this will fit. This is kind of cool. We're next to these maxi yachts, and they're going to be racing in a maxi race off the coast of Sardinia. So they're just crewing up for that now. Meanwhile, Breezy is coming out. Oh, there's still a bit more to do. I'm a little freaked out by the water maker and the batteries, but right now with everything shut down, we are making power with the solar, so I'm not too worried about the lithium. And there you see it. So it looks like the rudders have a little bit of growth on them, and I see a little bit of the fairing compound underneath. I don't think that those got the double coat that they were supposed to. Otherwise, the keel and the bottom look pretty darn clean. You see the door is completely closed to the bow thruster. That all looks nice and smooth. That is the end of an amazing season. And we're ending it right here in Cogolin, which is right down the road from Saint-Tropez. So it shouldn't be too tough to get to.